Right, we're back with a podcast. We said we were going to do these regularly. Hasn't really worked out that way. I think the last one was about 2 months ago. But this year, 2026 is the year we're going to do it weekly here in the Lad Barber. Lad Barber, isn't it?
The Lad Barber in Egremont. Yeah.
I was going to say,
celebrities get the haircut here.
If you want to look fit, get yourself in here. But do you not come anymore?
I find it hard because they only take cash now. So I have no bank cards. And that's my excuse. So apologies to Gary and the Lad Barber, but I will be back. Yeah, I've got the face for coming in here.
I was just going to say,
filming in here, but not getting my hair cut because I can't be asked going to a cash machine.
And we're both going to try and lose. Well, I'm going to try and lose a bit of weight because Christmas, I think, was like 2 weeks of just eating cheese, biscuits, chocolate, and pints. I like. By the end of Christmas, you're just sick of all that, aren't you? Like, I've still got loads of stuff in the house now, and unless I'm hungover, I just leave it.
Sorry, just to answer your question, no. And obviously, people have noticed on the sketches how fantastic I look. I've lost quite a lot of weight this last year, but thankfully, I'm happy to say I've started putting it back on. And one of the reasons for that is Christmas. Because I find I eat in moderation during Christmas. You're still drinking and eating all this shit, but it's when you're coming up to New Year, New Me, and you're like, we've got boxes of mince pies, quality streets. So I feel like, because I want this New Year, New Me, it's got to start on the 1st, obviously, or the first Monday back. Everyone puts it off. You've got to really go for it, because you can't have any of that in the house when you start New Year. So I was eating tons of it over the weekends. And I'm
just going to go to waste if I don't get through this.
I had my wife going mad the other day. I was buying the big Toblerones and stuff for Christmas. Because I can't have it in the house if I'm trying to be healthy, I ate that. So I was eating all of her stuff and she's kicking off. But yeah, well, bit of support would be nice.
I went round with all lads and he gets drinks in that I like. So he had Moretti's in.
Yeah.
And celebrations, he's like, not diabetic, but he had to watch like sugar and that, so he doesn't eat any chocolate. So I went round there and I was eating like the celebrations. It tasted rank. I thought, oh, that's rank. They were off. They're from last year. And the Moretti were from last year. So obviously he just used last year's stuff. I was like, oh my God. Like, and I was thinking, oh, they went off like 6 months ago. These chocolates that he's kept in like the Christmas cupboard, comes out with the stuff. Oh God. Gone off lager and gone off chocolates on Christmas Day.
You'll be getting them next year.
I know, I went and put them in the bin because I thought you'll just put that back in the Christmas stuff and I'll be eating that next year.
Yeah.
A psychopath.
Lass will be up and she'll be having a celebration. It'll be her that gets the brunt of it.
You just start eating it. They're normally quite nice. They're like that. I had another one. I thought, what is that?
Yeah.
And gone off chocolate, like the taste just goes out of them, doesn't it?
Awful. Yeah. Yeah. You'd be thinking they were like fake celebrations or something.
I kept looking, I thought, look real lazy, don't they? But you don't get as many chocolates in, but quality streets and stuff.
It's an absolute swizzle, isn't it? They're just robbing us because the prices have shot up. They talk about Freddos. Like you say, you should probably look at inflation against quality streets and then tubs. They used to be like that and packed. Now, nothing. You
They're
get
like a Lal stocking
anything.
filler. You think, £2, I'll get some quality streets.
Yeah.
No, sometimes you go and grab them chocolates off the thing. You're like, I don't know if it's £9 a stocking filler or something like that, isn't it? You think, oh, I'm paying that.
Yeah. We used to get one for like friends and family. You know what I mean? We'd get them one each. Maybe 10 different people, cousin or whatever. And we'd stop doing it. Because like you say, it was costing like a couple of £100 just to buy some tins of chocolates. And let's be honest, if they're in my house, I'm going to eat them as well.
Well, I bought that Lynx Africa for that sketch that we did, and that was more expensive than I thought.
How much?
I think that was about £6 or £7 or something like that.
Because you don't usually use body spray, do you? Is that why you were shocked?
Well, I'm not using a 14-year-old's Lynx Africa.
Lynx Africa's fantastic. I like Lynx Africa. Everybody does. Have you not seen the adverts? Women love it.
Fanny magnets.
Yeah. Well, they are. It's real. Them adverts are real, apparently.
Well, it was one of them. I felt like a bit of an idiot buying it as well because I didn't have any other stuff. But last I was thinking in cough, like, he's drove here to buy that Lynx Africa. Just because I thought we were wanting it for a film, and I think I was doing a sketch or something. I thought, I don't have a Lynx Africa box set. So I made sure I bought one. I felt like a right scruff.
You've upset me because I actually like it.
I know, yeah.
A lot of people do.
I know, yeah. Well, I went past
snob.
when I was unemployed. It was absolutely all of them had it.
Is that what they used to get?
When I worked at the job centre, this is honest to God, they used to have Lynx Africa on a chain in the toilets because people kept nicking the Lynx Africa.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's a country that we're living in.
That was years ago when it was good.
Yeah.
This country was good.
It was good, yeah. I wonder what they've got now. They probably don't even have it. It's probably against some people's beliefs.
Well, in the supermarkets now, you know, they used to have them tags on dead expensive stuff, didn't you?
Yeah.
Now it's on like low pack and stuff.
Do you know what? Being serious, it upsets me that. Seeing what kind of society you are when you've got cheese. Because Lurpak, I get it. Lurpak could be 15 quid for one of the big things. I mean, it should never be that price. But when you see it on cheese and nappies and things like that, and it's just, is that where we're at?
Well,
it's sad.
You look what, like, you see people nicking out of shops and that. I don't think they ever get arrested.
No.
So you just see them people clearing the shelves. If stop.
Greg's, I always see them doing it in Greg's on there.
If the staff do anything, they'll get in trouble. They're not even allowed to put their photo online now because it's, you can't show over people's face. Like, you know, like,
right. They're breaking some sort of law.
Yeah. So, you know, they used to put on saying, have you seen, like, a lot of people don't do that anymore because it's like, it's sort of like trying to protect criminals. I find it dead weird. In America, in San Francisco, I think you've got to commit a crime that costs more than £1,000 before you can ring the police. So that's why, like, cars just get broken into constantly. I think 40% of all businesses are shut in San Francisco.
It's been around for a couple of years, that now, hasn't it? And look at the state of San Francisco. It's always a go-to. If you weren't going to Vegas or New York, a lot of people would go to San Francisco. It's nice. Not now. Anyone that's been the last couple of years I've talked to all say, I wouldn't go back. It's just tent city. And that's what it gets you, having that kind of mentality.
Like, it's like this country now. You go so stupid, don't you?
Yeah,
You just get more and more stupid. And you're like, so are we going to realign this? Like in America, like...
If kids were acting like that, in their own little social sort of... You would be, as a parent, you'd be like, what's this sort of logic? It's stupid.
Yeah.
But governments do it and people do it. I would never bother when I see people who obviously need it in this day and age. It wouldn't bother me. I wouldn't shop anyone in it for seeing them putting it like in a bag if they were nicking bread, milk, nappies, or out like that. It's when they're trying to take a DVD player out or something.
It's always drink, isn't it? I always think.
Or drink. Yeah. You're like, I probably still won't say anything, but yeah.
Well, that's in Lado on where we live. There's this place called Myris, and there's a page. I'm not even in the group, but he popped up my timeline. Myris Matters, and a guy that had nicked out the shop. They had a picture of him, and he'd just been done that week in the paper for sexual offences, and they were like, he hasn't even took his jacket off. So he's like coming out of the court, being done for sexual offences. Now he's just nicking out of the shop.
Nicking.
Yeah, in the same clothes.
And he's probably still wanting free to do something else. It's
probably getting 90 grand a year on benefit.
Oh, yeah. Probably lives in an 8-bedroom mansion. I love it, them stories, because they're probably from places like us where they're like maybe council estates. You're like, I've never seen an 8-bedroom mansion on this estate, unless they're living in Surrey or like Hempstead or something like that. Yeah, feel sorry for Ricky Gervais if they're all in these mansions. They must be surrounding him, all the asylum seekers and stuff. No, it's a crazy place.
It feels like if you walk around the city now, I used to, when I was younger, think, I wouldn't mind living in a city.
Yeah.
Used to go for like Manchester, and it all felt vibrant. Now it just feels dour, doesn't it? Like I go through Manchester for doing a show or something like that. And there isn't much of me now that wants to stay there long. When I get back to Cumbria, I see the mountains and that, I think, I'm glad to be coming up here.
Whereas I totally agree. Manchester, especially Manchester, brilliant night out.
Yeah, it's still good in that,
people.
But it doesn't feel like the same as it used to. And that's maybe just an outsider's version. Same with Newcastle, a little bit, going a little bit like that in the centre.
Yeah.
You walk through the centre of Newcastle now, it feels a bit more rougher than it used to. I think it does when I walk through. But
it can be a sixth sense and no one can pull you down on that. It's your own personal. You're not being prejudiced or I'm not sure why it would feel that way. But sometimes you have that sixth sense
where arguing and that, and like people look like,
I'm not a fan of this. Just
keep your eye on that guy who's walking to a sidey and stuff. Whereas like back in the day, just didn't really feel like that.
I went to Scarborough. Oh, that's it all. Sorry if you're from Scarborough, but I just thought little sunshine town. We were doing like a caravan holiday and stuff like that, and we went, and I just thought this is awful. But then you went, and it was so I was kind of validated.
It was weird to Scarborough. I went out of season, so you've got to take that into consideration. But it was either all people that are retired there, like, look normal, or just alcoholic or bagheads. They're the only young people around. They seen the odd person who's maybe doing a shift council or something. Like, everyone else just looked rough. Who were younger. Because they just looked like substance abuse, didn't they? Just sort of like
100%.
I said it to you before even talking to you, didn't I? And you were like, "Oh, I've been to Scarborough." Thought the exact same thing.
Yeah. Well, when we were in Scarborough, I didn't realise. I thought it was like a new thing. Every time we went to the cash point, there was someone like hanging next to us.
Yeah.
I thought it was maybe like the banks over there, because they're old people, like you say, maybe just there to help him with the pin, because they take the piss old people at the thing. And it wasn't. They were just bagheads waiting to rob people who were taking cash out.
Well, there's loads of like, when you walk up the high street now, hey, then you're like, oh, give that a wide berth. But like normally you have one of them in town. Like when we were in Blackpool, the Marcus wasn't the lad with the cider who was dancing. And they normally get one, and they're filtered out because there's so many normal people. Because Scarborough, there wasn't as many normal people. You're like, there's a bagger making noise. There's like, and you just thought, it just felt like it was just weird, a weird atmosphere in Scarborough.
And you're not alone, Scarborough. So next time I go to Haven and I have a trip to Scarborough, don't film me in as well. It's everywhere. It's becoming everywhere, and that's why we potentially need Trump to do a Maduro on Starmer. What do you think?
I think he'll have slept with one eye open the last couple of weeks. I bet he was sending like Trump memes and that, like, "Hey, Trump, just trying to keep on his good side." What do you think of this, Trump? I think that's funny. I think you're class.
Yeah. Donald, remember your Scottish heritage, you're part of this country as well, look out for us and all that sort of stuff. But if we're not already, I genuinely see us becoming another state of America. It's an empire. It's just like it's always been in history. It is an empire. They might not have colonised everywhere, but they've got military bases in nearly every country. The economy runs on the dollar, like the world economy and everything else. And they're a superpower. See, I think people are naive to think that they aren't an empire, if you know what I mean. It's the empire of the United States. And this thing about, NATO will go to war over Greenland. Let's be honest, we're a bit toothless without America in NATO.
It's like when they say, they broke international war law, and you're like, and? What are you going to do? Like, send them a letter? That's what I mean. Like,
nothing.
It's just realistic. It's like when people say, what's Keir Starmer going to do? What's he going to do? Send him a WhatsApp.
And it puts it in a bad position, because you want law to be upheld, regardless of what it is. Without law, society would collapse. But realistically, we can't do anything. Let's not do anything to antagonise them, because I'd rather we had a good standard of living. I'd rather my kid was safe. People weren't going to war and dying. It is what it is.
America's been doing this since the Second World War. Like,
Absolutely.
It's not really any difference, is it? Like with Iraq, we were joined in on that. Afghanistan, Vietnam, all these places, all illegal wars.
It's just being overt about it rather than covert and doing it under false cities. Just saying it, Trump now. Like you said, Greenland. They all want Greenland.
For the natural resources, isn't it?
Absolutely. Water. I think something like, is it 70% of the world's fresh water is on Greenland? And they're saying fresh water in the next couple of decades will become the biggest commodity in the world. So, of course, they're going to take it.
Well, Russia and China, I think, own 80% of natural resources on the planet now, strategically. So I think Trump's trying to attack Iceland.
So a lot of it's in Ukraine, because I guarantee a lot of them minerals in Ukraine, we wouldn't have anything to do with Ukraine if it wasn't for the minerals.
It's like Yemen's at war. No one gives a shit.
Nobody cares.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's certain people that are at war, you're like, they're fighting over that.
There's a common denominator, isn't it? It's always commodities. But I don't get it. I had this argument with my dad the other day. I don't get it how people are still naive. I don't think they are as much with social media. Probably been a good thing. But a lot of people are humanitarian reasons. They've gone in, they've got rid of Maduro, they're going to help the Venezuelan people. I think they will be better off.
To be fair, their country they went socialism, didn't they? And it's never worked in any country.
100% agree, but that's not the reason why they've gone in. I think they will be better, but it's the only reason is oil.
Well, I always find it weird when people are like, we need Maduro back. You're like, he was a dictator. He lost an election. Like, fair enough, they shouldn't have got in, but you can't really say we want him back as if like, Maduro. You thought you didn't know where Venezuela was. You didn't know where Lado.
Nobody,
There is that anti-Trump sentiment with a lot of people, isn't there? Like, a lot of people just don't like, Trump could cure cancer. We're overpopulated as it is. Like, it would just be one of them, isn't it? That's the sort of... So you get that.
To be honest, I'm not his biggest fan.
No,
I always had doubts, and at the minute, and some of the stuff he's done, I like him in certain ways. As an actual leader, I'd be quite. He's got our
economy's gone up by 4%, which is like.
But as a person, I'm not a fan of him. To be honest, I think he's not from our world anyway. You know what I mean? But as a leader, I'd rather have him than Starmer.
Yeah,
bit of backbone. You know what I mean? It's
Keir Starmer's just Operation Wreck the UK, isn't it? It just feels like every day you're like, what we doing now? That's mental, isn't it?
Ed Miliband is, for me, he's the one who's even worse.
We pay £40 billion a year for something we could get ourselves.
What, oils and...
Yeah, out the same sea, but we get nowhere to do it, so it looks like we're carbon neutral or whatever they're trying to go for.
Net zero.
Net zero, whatever the hell they're trying to do. Yeah. And you're like, is that the most stupidest thing you've ever seen? It's like...
And then they say it's because we import everything. Well, it's because we're not importing our own assets. Falkland Islands is meant to have loads of untapped oil. The North Sea. Like you say, we don't drill it. So that's why we import it. And Ed Miliband will say, but it's because we need to build renewables, then we've got them. Do a little bit. Build a couple of nuclear power stations, but don't get the French to build them either. So they own them. Why don't we build them? Instead of HS2 spending hundreds of billions on that, on a train line, you could have built multiple little nuclear reactors that would have powered the UK. But they've all got an agenda, these people. And I think the communists who are in power now, that Starmer, Reeves and Miliband are absolute communists.
The champagne socialists, aren't they? So they want everyone to live this sort of like payload. They don't want to live that life. No. They just want to push it on everyone else. It's like that Angela Rayner when she got done with the houses and that. And you're like, it's like
hypocrisy.
It's like socialism. You could start now, couldn't you? These people are all pushing these things. Give all your money to someone else. Give it to someone who's less fortunate. But you won't do it. You know, these people won't do it. They're just. It's sort of like that virtue thing, isn't it? And then when it actually push comes to shove, people only look up as well. It's always like, oh, if we tax the millionaires, you're like, that doesn't work, does it? We've never had as many millionaires leave this country now. The top like 5% pay 33% tax in this country?
I think it's more. I think it's more than that.
Probably more. Do you know what I mean?
Is it not 70% and 30% for everyone else?
And we've got 1.9 million people claiming benefits in this country that weren't born in this country. So we're sort of like, we're giving out more money.
And they're not any worse. Some of ours are just as bad. Let's cure that before we bring more into...
That's not including our own thing. So you got people who are paying tax leaving and more people coming in claiming benefits. And like, there's going to be like a point where it's just not going to work.
It's not sustainable.
No, that's what I mean. It's just sort of...
And people like to think we're still this big superpower. We have one of the largest economies on the planet. I think we're like 6th, 7th biggest economy. We are rich, but like America, even America, we are all on the decline, while China, India, Brazil, all the BRICS companies that we're not friendly with, Russia, Brazil, India, they're the ones who are on the up. And people don't realise that we haven't got that money anywhere, but we squander it.
Yeah.
So we send billions to Ukraine, again, for natural resources and stuff like that. Like, we're not powerful enough anyways to have a say in that. If America says we're just taking it all, nothing we can do.
Keir Starmer says we need to be war ready, which is just laughable because I can't imagine. If I was Keir Starmer and we went to war, I'd be worried about getting shot in my back for my own team, you know what I mean? To be fair, he'd be that far at the back, he wouldn't be anywhere near anything.
No, it's a good, yeah. Well, that's what the Russians did, the communists, didn't they? Yeah, you go to war or we'll shoot you. Yeah. Like that, yeah. And you don't even get a gun, you pick it up off your mate who's been shot. And Miliband needs it for some windmills like that, so we can't afford to arm you.
No, it's a sad state when you look at the UK these days. Well, every time you look on your phone, you're like, like, isn't it? It's either like something happened like...
And that's why you should listen to us. Happy New Year!
Oh, yeah.
Can't we? So, New Year's resolutions, let's go on to them instead then.
Do more videos this year. More comedy. Push comedy a bit more.
Oh, mine's to be more positive and stop dwelling on the state of the world. It starts on Monday. What's yours to do? More sketches?
Do push the comedy this year. I think we'll take that, like, sing and just do a little bit more. And we're going to do more around here as well.
More shows, so keep your eyes peeled, all that sort of good stuff. And I'm going to try and get fat again. as well, because I appreciate I'm not as funny in some of the sketches now that I've lost a bit of timber. So, yeah, for you guys, I'm going to jeopardise my health.
John Candy did it. Didn't work.
He did? Yeah, yeah. And to be fair, I've already outlived John. When did John Candy die?
I think John Candy died 44.
44. So I've only got 8 years left. Still a whippersnapper, like.
Well, it's weird in your 40s, isn't it? Like, you just, like, you think, oh my, I think the surprising bit when you hit 40 is you think, I can't believe I'm this old. When I've said it before, I used to watch, like, X Factor or something. I hardly ever watch it, but if I watch a clip, they would have the other, like, 25s or 35 section.
Was it over 30s or something?
Something like that. And I used to think, oh, one last go before they die. And that's what I used to think. And I used to think, oh, how can there be a pop star? He's too old. And you're like, I'm older than them.
Oh, but, yeah.
Wagner and all that. I'm probably older than him.
Wagner was only like 28 or something. It's Wagner, Louis.
Well, the black guy off Lethal Weapon was only like 43.
Nuts.
When he was saying, I'm too old for this shit. I'm that age. I'm that black guy's age on Lethal Weapon where I'm too old for it. It's mental.
You had kids, like teenage kids and stuff.
Yeah.
You're a long way off retirement, pal.
Mel Gibson was only like 5 years younger than him.
That is absolutely crazy. I always think my one is always when you look back at Premier League footballers. Remember the stickers you used to get, like the Panini stickers. You had players like people might not remember him. Steve Ogrizovic, he was a Coventry goalkeeper. Right. He looked like someone's granddad. He's probably only 22 or something like that at the time. Ian Rush and all these people playing. They're only in their 20s. Honestly, at least I feel like I maybe don't look great, but I look better than them footballers did back in them days.
Well, you look at like what 30 looked like in the 80s compared to now. I think someone put a picture of Danny DeVito on and some guy, but Danny DeVito looks about 4 years younger than he does now. Do you know what I mean? He just looks exactly the same.
It's absolutely nuts. But 40, I think with 40 as well, especially for men, I found it hard. I think it is like almost like a choke point. Yeah. Like, you're a young man and still in your 30s, you're like, only 3 decades in, I'm pretty young. 40, I feel young.
Majority of our life is probably gone.
But that's the scary bit, and it does.
And it goes quicker when you get older, I think. When you're younger, you're like, God, that last year just seemed endless. Now I'm like, oh, I seen Lado, and you're like, a year ago. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just goes in that quick. That's why you just can't get off. You're like, oh.
Summer holidays, 7 weeks summer holidays when you were a kid, it was like a lifetime. It was amazing. Now, I'm like, get this done. Get her back to school.
Still playing Kirby.
Yeah. I still do the same stuff, to be fair. Yeah. Go on, we're going to build a camp.
Are you playing out? Nah.
Yeah, I've told you, Gavin, they're only young lads. It's weird. We're just going to build a camp, mate.
I'll show you how we'll bomb this house.
Yeah.
I tell you what, remember them
my own house, Alana, coming. Come in.
Remember them pipes you used to throw in the ground and it would like...
And then you get a bit of mud on.
Ah, you remember that?
Yeah.
That was a skill, wasn't it? Some people would launch that fucking miles.
Flight arrows.
I used to love a flight arrow.
Yeah.
I made mine in the Transformer. Like the Transformer, the guy's face. What's the name?
Optimus Prime?
Yeah. I cut his head out and that was like the best yarn for...
Oh, did you?
Nailing the end of the cane.
What is the flights?
The flights, because everyone used to use dart arrows, didn't they? Or like thing. I made that and it was miles, but used to...
Oh...
Anyone needs a flight arrow, mate, give us a shout.
The kids even... That's the thing. Kids don't play. It's social media again.
Kids should be playing now. I think these days, just take the screens off kids, make them play Kirby, flight arrows, knocking on for pedos to run away and stuff, keep the fitness up. All that sort of stuff we did when we were little.
But even the pedos are getting a rough deal. At least they had a little bit of... It was just that thrill that someone was knocking on the door. So we've taken that away from even them. Even the worst people in society are suffering at the moment.
Where we lived, because you'll notice on them videos when pedos get caught or then they get mashed out the house, it's always at council estates. Because pedos have a nightmare on them estates, don't they? Because on them estates, pedos are ringing the police on the kids. Because they're just getting tortured. And that's why we knew all the weirdos around here when we were little.
But we just thought they were weird. Yeah.
We used to throw stuff at them, didn't we? Shout at them.
They always did friendly, though. And if you got your one-on-one...
They weren't it was weird. The ones around here were, laughable. Even though,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Vince
yeah.
Graham, he was, like, famous. He was in the
aye,
Sun paper
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
I mean,
It was
sick people, aren't they?
just laughable around here, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were just like, oh, my God.
It's because you're not told. Like, my dad wouldn't have sat me down and said, actually keep away from him because, something bad could happen. Different parenting style.
Yeah.
What will be, will be.
There was no style then, was
Yeah,
there?
that's what I mean.
Basically,
You were just like, yeah.
You play out for like 9 hours and you think, I could have been to Mexico in that time. I just walk in, your mum and dad wouldn't even care less. Like, dinner's on, like that, and you'd be like, any interest where I've been or anything like that?
I used to get a hiding if I was late back. So go back, kids again today won't thing. But you'd be out, 6, 7 in the morning, football, fox and hounds, all different things everywhere. Like you say, could have emigrated in that time. Gets to about 9 at night, 10 at night, because it's summer, before the lamps, the street lights come on, and that was your cue. Get yourself home. Get back, you maybe get back 10 minutes late. My old lad gives hiding. Where have you been? 10 past 10. 10 minutes late, whack. Like, and I used to think, same as you. Just because it's got a bit darker and the street lamps have come on, I've been out the house for like 14 hours. Like,
that's why kids are so fat these days. Like, I walked, because I left my car in the garage. I had to walk to where my old lass lives from the street. I was knackered. Whereas when I was younger, I would like walk there. We'd have a game there, black and buzz off or foxes and hounds.
yeah. We used
No
to
one was fit.
think nothing of it. We'd come down to mine, so I was on this side of where we live. You were kind of mid, would thing. And then one of our mates, who were always knocking about, we'd lived right at the top of a hill. But we'd still walk up there to walk him home and then back. Now I'd be on your bike.
Kids these days would have a monster that's got 2,000 calories in, sat there on the computer, wondering why they feel like shit. Get yourself playing out. Not that they'll be watching this.
No, well, why don't we? We could do that. That would be a good charity, actually. We just knock about estates and the streets, carry a skateboard about, maybe a yo-yo, a flight arrow, and just hang about and see if kids come to us, and then we can just start playing.
You get a right rep, wouldn't you?
Yeah, just stand on a street corner like this.
Children.
Children. Do you like flight arrows?
We're just trying to get kids to play.
Who's your dad? And I think that'll be a nice charitable thing. So
That's some ad video, but I don't think I'll be in it.
it'd be. Yeah, I think we'll do great. So if you think that's a good idea, let us know. And me and John will set up a charity, and you might see me and John hanging around on your street with lots of toys for your kids, and see what happens.
GavinPlaysWithKids.com.
I love that. Yeah. Nothing greater than a child laughing and stuff, is there?
No.
Yeah. We'll get a van for all the toys and stuff. We could even put because kids like puppies. And take some puppies and stuff. I've got all this planned out.
You've already grown the tash. That tash is pure.
Yeah. I bet you can find people online who'll be into that as well. Who'll probably give us a.
I bet there is.
We'll have to maybe vet them.
Got a lot of applicants here.
Oh, my Uncle Larry. He was always friendly when I was a kid. If you can't laugh about things like that, what can you? Yeah. What else have we got today, John?
Finish something light-hearted.
We always get on to.
Always pedos, isn't it? I don't know.
If you're a fan, it's because they're obviously easy targets.
Because there's loads around here. That's what I was thinking. So when you're playing out, like you just remember, like, remember Donald Eaton? You can talk about when they're dead, can you?
Yeah, you can't be liable.
Yeah.
You've got to thanks Ricky Gervais.
Oh, yeah. I'd just seen it on the stand-up before, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Plus, he was a pedo anyway, so it didn't make a difference. But
tell with him.
Oh, yeah. Donald Eaton used to have a caravan and got tortured around here, didn't he?
Yeah. Genuinely used to say to people, you've left your underpants in my caravan, like lads we were knocking about with. Think nothing of it. 20 years later, he's actually been done for something like that.
He used to work on Hook a Duck as well.
He did.
And if the news, like TV used to come in, they always used to interview him, didn't they? He was like the spokesperson around here. I'd talk to people not from company, like, there's a lad on, like, he's not a fair representation of this area.
It's a strange place. But I think it's because, and for anyone that's ever been, seriously, sorry if we make light of things like that, but obviously it's a comedy podcast, and they're just easy targets. It's because of freaks. And, yeah.
Well, we went to Blackpool over Christmas, and we walked through it was like, I think it was Christmas by the Sea, and there was the waltzers on, wasn't it? And the speaker and the waltzer guy was doing the stuff, wasn't he? Hold on, here we go. Like that, honestly. I can't take that serious when I walk past. I can't believe they're still doing it.
He come and shook your hand though, didn't he?
I'd probably get a job, wouldn't
Yeah. Oh, the Grand Master himself gives a line.
I? How much beaver, mate? Beaver on tap.
Me just with an 18 quid hot chocolate like that.
Give them seats away, would that be like... One time we go, scream, if I get faster. Lad was, honestly, lad was about 60, doing it.
Yeah.
His voice didn't suit his face. Like, I was looking thinking, is that coming out of his mouth?
They're not going to grow out of it. It's always someone who looks like the Weldstone Raider.
Yeah, that's
like that. Who's like...
Just lived on candy floss and sweets all his life.
Probably about 17.
In that little, box next to the thing, wasn't he? Hold on, here we go.
Fantastic, though.
Yeah.
I mean, now the amount of clunge they've had.
Oh.
Yeah. It's either one of them, isn't it? I've mate or, just your life is the waltzes and women.
Not traditionally good looking, but as soon as they come up with them lines, I'd say 80% of the beaver that goes on them rides are getting yocked underneath the ride or around the back of it.
Yeah, well, that's what they reckon, don't they?
Yeah. And I believe her.
Oh, it's fact, isn't it?
Yeah.
They used to come here, so we have something called Crab Fair every year, which I think is one of the oldest fairs in the country. So obviously you get the travel and the rides these days and everything. And it's the same crack when we were at school. All the lasses, it would be like, oh, such and such I've been talking to. And honestly, it's mental. They must just have an aura or something about them. I don't know.
I wonder how you train to do that.
I think you just got to be gorgeous.
I can imagine the guy that's doing that voice, his son's going to take over. So he'll probably let him do like
apprentice.
a Thursday. Yeah, he'll let him do the Thursday and Sunday nights, but Daddy takes over on Friday, Saturday when there's more people there. So he'll get an hour, won't he?
Yeah.
I liked what you did there, but when the lights flash, you hit that a bit later on, you know what I mean? Lights flash, shows Too early in the night for that, too early in the night.
That's for after the watershed. After 9, we've still got little ones going about.
Plus there's just lads on there at the minute, so you'll get there. You will get there.
Yeah, if you show us, you can. His dad like that, no.
When lights go blue, you know what to do. Hold it on a bit longer, because I bet he's right in his ear, because that'll be
Just, we'll have to do a montage sketch of a Karate Kid one, with the things we've kind of done.
Yeah.
But training for that, because I love it when they're walking backwards on the walters, just doing the train, blindfolded like that with music.
I like how, I like it when they run backwards like that.
Yeah. As soon as you nail that, you're there.
You will get travel sick for the first couple of weeks. That's a bit sickly, isn't it? Just going around the lights and all that.
Oh, people get off after one thing. I can't do it. It makes me sick.
Sometimes I've just booted it. I've never been on one and his foot was there. Fuck you doing here? Scruffy lass.
They never look safe.
Nah.
Ever. I don't mind roller coasters and stuff, but stuff like that, it's a spinning. And again, it's probably about being 40. They reckon your equilibrium or whatever, it's harder to keep your thing. And everything makes me sick now.
Yeah, I've never been on it in years. I'd say last time I went on the spinning thing, I've maybe about 14. So 26 years ago.
That'll be around the time. So when we were at school, popper pants were in. Sorry, so talking about Crab Fair, we were on one of them ones. It's a round circle, isn't it? And it goes that way and it spins round and shakes. Like you say, terrified of stuff like that. I can remember holding on for dear life, proper tensed up, everyone's dancing in the middle and stuff like that. And I'm I'm going to die. I had popper pants on. 2 lads next to me, I literally seen them look at each other and look at my pants as if, and they just ripped my pants off, my popper pants, and threw them into the crowd. Yeah, I was about 14 then. Yeah, I had no street cred anyways, and then that happened.
Could you imagine some of them rides now, like the gravity wheel? I don't know if you remember the gravity wheel, just spun dead fast. No, you weren't tied in and out like that.
Gravity? Centrifugal force?
I bet that's not allowed now. I bet you don't see the gravity wheel on them fairs. I've never seen it for a long time. And you'd have to be tied in.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have it where you're people were upside down and that way.
Yeah. To be fair, I think a couple of years ago someone did. There was an accident with them, wasn't there? I mean, there's only going to be an accident if it stops. Because at force, it's probably safer than some of them. But it's safe till it stops suddenly. And then you're right over.
Well, I sometimes see them when fair rides go wrong, when the people fall off and stuff like that. No, it's like sharks. I won't get eaten by a shark in water, but I'm still not going in when I'm on older.
Nah. You don't go in the water on holiday?
Not in the sea, hardly ever.
Do you not?
No.
No.
I just watched Jaws yesterday as well. Keep that unhealthy fear of sharks going.
You just watched Jaws?
I watched it yesterday. I haven't watched it in years.
Oh, mental.
Sheriff Brody.
That is, man. So you won't go in the bath, the shower, or the sea. What are you doing? Just getting a gypsy wash.
I got in swimming pool.
Oh, you got... Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Just wipes.
If you're using this lane, just wipes. Couple of things in the news we've seen, couple of wacky stories. We've seen one about Goat Man.
He was sick of society, so he's went to live with goats, and then he's nearly lost his life because one of the male goats has battered him.
Headbutted him, I'm guessing.
I bet it was sexual wise, do you? I bet there's no one goes to live with goats normally. There'll be some, he'll be just a freak, won't he?
I reckon, yeah.
Yeah.
Drop us a comment if you would do something like this. And like we say, when you get to 40, if there's any 40-year-old lads out there, or women, it is that kind of precipice. So I'm guessing he kind of got to that and thought, I've done nothing with my life. I could make a statement. I'm going to go and live with goats.
Well, I watched a documentary, honestly, it's class, Wolfman.
Wolfman?
There's a guy in the UK, and he lived with a pack of wolves.
In the UK?
Yeah, well, he was in the zoo with them, but he's like a wolf expert now, apparently. So, because if you're the head wolf, when you get to a kill, you get to eat the liver, I think, because that's the best part.
Right.
It was something that they eat first.
Is the alpha?
He was the alpha because he went to video somewhere else, because he had a wolf problem on this farm, so he went to America and he was like, oh, I don't know why I was watching it. He went and saw that, but when he come
back... Where did you get from?
He's like in a zoo. It was weird because there's people walking around like, oh, there's wolves over there. And he's like, long hair running around. You're like, has he got in there? Like the enclosure. He was just wandering around.
No way.
Honestly. And he hadn't washed in because you can't wash because he needs to keep smelling like a wolf or he won't be accepted
like
in the pack.
And stuff, yeah.
But he had a caravan. I thought, but that caravan stinks. He's just eating raw meat. But he was like, he was the lead alpha. But when he went away and he come back and he wasn't anymore. Someone else had took over the lead of the pack. So when
Did
he come back,
to fight them?
Well, he went to do the thing and and he was like, so you gotta put your paw out to say you're the
surrender or something.
Yeah. So I just thought, imagine doing that with your life.
He hasn't had babies or kids with any of the others.
I wouldn't have thought so. Single as well. So if there's any lasses out there,
that is nuts.
Oh, I love them programs. And the way that on YouTube,
that can't be real. Though. There can't be someone in the UK who's allowed in a zoo.
Enclosure.
Living with wolves.
He's living with
wolves are massive as well.
No, he's living with them. And he's eating raw stuff. You see him on the car.
Labour's Britain, folks.
I think it was before Labour got in. It's like the lad who lived with bears. Have you watched that bear documentary? He went and lived with him on the river and obviously you know what happens, he gets eaten. But I mean what are these people hoping? And stuff like that.
It's not as mental though, because there'll be people out there doing the same but want to live like an eagle.
Yeah.
So they'll be sitting on like that. First time they go to thing, I mean, they've literally got no chance of flying. That's them done. At least Wolf Boy, he's probably going to get eaten by a wolf, but it's slightly more sustainable than thinking you're an eagle.
Well, I watched Reverend again.
Like a sloth.
Oh, I was going to say, that would be all right.
Yeah, sloth would be all right. Yeah.
Just say you did just get put in a...
And a hamster.
Oh, yeah.
Just sit in a cage and, yeah. Oh, fuck that. You've got to go around the world, haven't you? Nah.
Cheeks, just stretching your cheeks out to see you.
The Reverend. What's the Reverend?
You know, with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy.
The Reverend, yeah.
Because I watched the real thing behind it, and he did get attacked by a bear, and they sort of left him. And he spent 6 months just tracking them down.
Yeah.
So he just went back and...
Yeah, it's a true story. Yeah, I'm sure I've read the book or the...
Bits of it, and the film obviously is not...
Yeah, well, it's dramatised, yeah. But it's based on a true story, aye.
Yeah. But I watched stuff like that, and even just the cold weather, I think, would have done me in. Never mind the bear attack, the icy water, and stuff like that. Indians attacking.
Imagine how hardy the people were back in them days.
The final frontier, don't they? We're
just getting softer. Do you know who does it the best? Kind of on that. Not in the cold one, but like you said, the frontierers who were moving into new frontiers. Seth MacFarlane's
100 Ways to Die.
100 Ways to Die in the West. Because although it's a comedy, it like he does, but hitting the nail on the head. Like people suddenly just dying of stuff, or like, yeah, to hell with that. People don't come out the houses. We talk about this these days, or they're on.
We were hiding in the house for COVID. That had a 99.9% or 8% chance of survival. Then days you're like, oh, how old are you? 38. God, the old guess. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, I was just saying.
And it's just going to get worse with AI and stuff. It won't be long before we will be able to do something in terms of if you're rich enough, you'll have a robot walking around with your own, like Sheldon did on Big Bang Theory when he had a computer going around and it was his face on a laptop screen. That is not outside the realms of man these days of having that. And you can just work from, you can never leave your house again if you don't want, just sitting like that. But you've got a robot, abs, big lad. I'll maybe get one.
Well, I tell you what, I was in Whitehaven, and you remember when we got an escalator in Whitehaven? It was a massive deal around the first escalator in Cumbria, huge deal. It was only like 9 years ago. All right,
Closed. Sorry.
Closed.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. Me and John were just going to cut someone's hair there.
We should have just done that. Imagine Gary getting absolutely horrendous review. Just give him something like.
Sorry. So that noise you heard, it was just people walking in. We're in the Lad Barber on a Sunday. We'll have to tag Gary into this because John hit the nail on the head. Next time that happens, we're going to pretend that we're barbers and cut someone's hair live.
What have you got on this weekend? Been far? Like that. Oh, have you? That's nice.
How long you on till? Oh, sorry. It's taxi driver. I'm getting it mixed up.
Just put water all over it.
Not till the say something like that.
I just keep going until shoulders soak.
Put my tits in the Get out my personal space.
Just see how weird you can make it before they went, are you a real hairdresser? Licking the reel at because people wouldn't sell. Like if I like, it would just be like, it's sort of like, it would take a while before someone said like,
I would enjoy it.
Licking random niggas.
I'm getting mate.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not giving up here like that. This is different, but I'm
just
enjoying
making
it.
noise. See how weird you can make it before they went, I'm fucking off.
Coming out with knives like that. That would be fantastic. We should maybe say to do it in here sometime. That'd be brilliant. Well, people would think it was set up. Maybe say to me old lad, someone like that. Yeah. Sorry for that, but that is hilarious just thinking about it.
Can't think what we're even talking about now.
We were on about Goatman, then we were on to something else, and then we're on there about the Reverend. We're talking about how soft we are compared to back in the day.
Well, back to them free documentaries. They're the best things I watch on YouTube. You know, like it's just oddballs. It's like that family that I did Hairy. Felt it sorry for them. And
are they the ones who walk around on all fours and stuff? Or
no,
they
were like from
different?
Romania or something like that. They were like, don't know what the hell was up with them. I know they're proper rough knuckles though.
Do you know it's probably not for much. They probably had what's that thing with the backs when they're all twisted? Like sclerosis of the back or spine or something like that. It's probably just they never got it checked when they were kids, so they've ended up becoming animals.
Well, I watched one with a lass that had been brought up around dogs, so she just acts like a dog. That
was a sad one, I think, because that was like where they were just keeping her in a dog cage, wasn't it?
Well, they tried to do an experiment once with a baby monkey and a human baby, see if the baby monkey would just act like a human. But what ended up happening, the baby was just starting to act like a monkey. So it didn't work that way, like so the other way around.
Well, they're more mature animals when they're born, aren't they? So you couldn't do it. They come out ready, don't they? Whereas we come out and you need you're done if there's no one there to help you.
I always wanted a monkey when I was little as a pet. You know, like a big chimp or something.
PG
like
Tips adverts.
And then now I've watched documentaries on them, not a chance. Because when they start to get adolescence age, like a chimp, they start like going berserk, like they bite fingers off and things like that. And if you go to a zoo or anything, if you show your teeth to like like a baboon, monkeys and that, that's a sign of aggression.
Yeah.
There was a woman that used to visit the same monkey all the time in a zoo. And when it got out of the zoo, first thing it did, it was rip her face off. Because she thought she was smiling at him every day, and that was just like every day teasing him and stuff like that. Oh, some of them are monkey attacks online.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah.
Like Joe Rogan, he always uses an example. Chimpanzees, so strong, but apparently as well, out of most sort of living things on Earth, they've got the most testosterone, like you say, when they think
with no hair on them, they're just walking around like they're just jacked, aren't they? Like a kangaroo.
Huge. And they're not dead small. I mean, they're maybe only like that big, but just a ball of muscle, teeth, probably got rabies.
Do you think you could batter a kangaroo?
I reckon I'd take a kangaroo. Well, I think younger me would have. I'd have to get on the bag, but I reckon I probably could. If there was no kicking involved.
I don't know if you can do them rules with you. Right, no kicking here, right? just punch his ladder.
Yeah. You little get... Because they've only got...
You just have to hold that kangaroo off with a jab, I think.
Yeah. But that's it. As soon as they're up and they give you a kick or something like that, you're on the back foot, aren't you?
Just think of animals that you could... it would be a fair fight.
Though.
I was going to say, some of them like bigger animals. I think kangaroos one. I obviously don't want to fight a kangaroo.
Crocodile. I've always fought a crocodile. Like, how do people get battered by crocodiles?
In water normally, isn't it?
Yeah, but on land,
some of them quite fast. Though crocodiles.
Grab on if you can get in a headlock. Look at them, squeeze. No, the fast as hell as well. You don't realise how fast even some of them, like hippos, people are like, oh, you fuck it.
They kill more people than crocodiles and hippos.
More in the world, I think, aren't they? Really dangerous. But even on land, they're fast.
Brought a plane hungry hippos thinking they're a friendly big fat thing, aren't they? They're one of the worst things you can come across in Africa.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Hasbro need to do on Hungry Hippos is when you win Hungry Hippos, you get a hiding off your mum and dad.
Well, I like it when like they're going these spots like African places and there's a guy with a stick and they're like, oh, local expert, Danny. And you're like, he's not an expert, he's a local guy with a stick that's getting 15 quid. Just whipping stuff as it comes near you. Because elephants as well, they can be aggressive.
Oh, yeah, especially for the young and stuff. And there's no stopping that. There's nothing going to stop them.
What about a hyena? Would you fight a hyena?
No. Hyenas are probably one of the most, again, powerful. I think they've got the biggest bite force, haven't they, out of any animal. Even like lions are out like, nah. A male lion is something it'll beat us, I think, in the end. Yeah, in the end. I'd rather fight a male lion than a hyena.
No, I'd rather fight a hyena.
They don't hunt themselves, male lions.
So you rather
So they maybe don't know how to fight. Maybe come up and he's like, get the fuck.
I remember being in Barazoo once and I went to the thing and the lion just roared in my face. And I felt like I nearly had a heart attack because I wasn't expecting it. You just come around that corner, right there. And I was like, oh my God, I nearly passed out.
I don't find them scary. Like, putting it out there, I'll fight a lion. But I wouldn't fight a tiger. Tiger, for me, is the alpha.
Tiger? Which is the tiger? Is that them? Oh, I know what you mean.
Orange striped tigers. Yeah. If you say a Siberian tiger compared to a lion, they're twice the size.
Well, since you're exotic.
Yeah.
Get the fuck. Whacking it with biting his leg and that. And you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
Shouldn't be doing that.
There's more tigers as pets than in the wild.
It's nuts.
Make a fortune out of them, especially the baby ones, because people want photos and that with them. When they get older, it's a big animal to keep, isn't it?
I got them in Thailand. We went to that tiger sanctuary. I got them with the little ones. Alana got them with the massive ones. And I'd read some stuff. I backed out. I never told her a couple of people had died over every couple of months someone's bitten to death because they're all doped up. Yeah. But obviously sometimes they might get a bit of... So I'll just let her go in and just sat with the lot.
I wouldn't get in with one of them.
I love tigers. I'd love to have done it, but... And while we're on it, it was in Phuket. We went to Phuket Zoo. I think it's been closed down. Worst place I've ever been.
Yeah.
Disgusting. They had a tiger there, skin and bone. Do you know what they were giving it? Like, for the feeding. You know they do, come for the feed at 3:00 and we'll talk a bit about tigers and give it a feed. Do you know, Bernard Matthews, pack of, ham?
Ah, yeah.
They give it that. Didn't even take it out. Just open the packet, put it on and for a tiger to eat. And it was at that point, me and her looked at each other and just thought, I can't be here. That's disgusting. I'd have beat that tiger.
Yeah.
I'd have chinned it. That's my chicken. That's my fake chicken and salt and water.
Well, you see then people who have like bad do's and they end up getting in with lions and that, don't they, to be eaten and stuff. And
You think of something more pleasant. You think of a more pleasant way to kill yourself, wouldn't you? Than jumping into a gorilla cage or something like that
and then
pull your arms off.
Like a male gorilla, I think they're in Tenerife, aren't they? Have you seen the one? Just sits there like that. Looks as hard as now else.
Is that a thing? Laurel Park? Yeah, it's a big in there, yeah.
It was funny at Laurel Park. I was with my missus and they have these like parrots flying over and they're like, oh, red-tailed parrot.
Off like the bird show, yeah.
It's funny because they were flying over and we were like, oh, yeah. And then one flew over. My missus went, oh, what's that? And I went, that's just a seagull. It's just a seagull. That's just a seagull, that, yeah. You rest. Oh, what is that one? You rest your brain. Come on.
Can that one sit on my arm? We can if you want. There's nothing to do with it. God, just a seagull. Yeah, I'm getting a picture.
I think we got pushed to the front after she's come up with that comment. Oh, we're right up close now. The seals are class.
And then invited you to swim with the dolphins.
Orcas. I watched that Blackfish, one of the best documentaries, honestly.
Yeah, I've watched it, yeah.
When he's just pulling on his foot so he can't get up like that. Just
teasing him. Yeah. They play, don't they, with like seals that way as well, yeah.
Oh, God. Things in water, because I'm crap at swimming anyways, I think that scares me more.
Oh, you
not that I was fighting, it was like as if if it wasn't for the water.
They are the alpha, aren't they? If they had like legs, if they could like you get them boats that have got wheels so it can go both. If a whale was like that, not had wheels but had legs, nothing's beating that.
No.
They are insane how big they are as well.
What would you rather do? Be on the back of an orca whale for 10 minutes?
What, like a rodeo
no,
bull?
Just got to hold on to it. So you're just riding it like a horse.
You don't get your legs round.
Or with a bear for 10 minutes and you don't know what mood it's in. Or...
so I'm swimming with the orca while you're thinking of this.
Tilikum, that orca. The one that was killing loads of folk.
Right, so it's a man-eating orca.
Yeah.
Round in a pool, just like
and
backwards.
Just before Tilly comes in, it hasn't eaten, and I've just slapped it like fuck.
With a mask of me on.
I'll slap the wheel like that.
Yeah.
And then it's gone into an enclosure.
Putting Lynx Africa on it because it knows I'm wearing it because I'm a scruffy kid.
Yeah.
And then the bear, I'm just sitting in a cage with a bear.
Just in a cage, yeah.
And then, what was there another one?
Trying to think what else is sort of...
Because out of them two, I'd try the bear first.
I think I'd go with the whale. Because the whale didn't attack everyone, but a bear would attack him, or would it not?
I think you
a brown bear.
I think you shoot us if it's brown. Slow it down. That's what I reckon.
Because it's weird.
No, with an orca, you're not getting as soon as you come through that gate into the pool, you're falling off, and then you, like you said, the way me and you can swim, probably drown before it eats. It's like, this didn't work out well.
We'll probably be laughing. I can't eat him, he's embarrassing.
With the bear, a little bit of honey or something like that, or I don't know.
Put your pants on.
Bear coming towards us.
Oh, Winnie the Pooh doesn't have pants, does he?
Yeah.
The pervert.
Yeah, he's a pervert, yeah. Winnie the Pooh.
Well, we'll finish on Winnie Pooh.
Wait, no, I need to think of one for you, John. Would you rather fight a flock of seagulls, because some of them are built.
Especially Blackpool. Must be just a diet of chips.
Massive.
Some of them are like that.
Sellafield ones round here, nuclear-powered seagulls, honestly. Or fight a flock of seagulls, or we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining, everybody. We'll see you again.
See you in a bit.